Hi, everybody.
Hi.
So, in case you didn't catch it, that's Kendoll, because there's a resemblance to the doll. And Clitzone, as in, you're close. You're close. You're almost there. But at this point in my transition, you should be able to find it. You know, it's just like AutoZone, except if you want to get under the hood, I would like you to buy me dinner first. So, y'all, I am turning 40 this month. And I figured I would tell you a little bit about what it's like to be not old exactly, but how many of you have mommy issues? I was like, drag queens, come on. All right, so I'm gonna tell you a little bit about my mom. So my mom, she's the meanest drag queen I know. You know, complimentary. She made me funny. She made me funny. Yeah, so anyone who has like a brown or black mom, you know, they've said things to you that like nobody can touch, right? Nobody could ever hurt me like my mom. But I love her very much. So a few years ago, about 3 years ago now, she was in the hospital. Yeah, I'm like, dark, this is comedy, right? But no, she was in the hospital and they had to like, I won't go into her medical history in detail, but they had to put her in a coma and then bring her back out. While she was under, one of the nurses was like, your mom is a very nice person. And I was like, you know, you've only met her unconscious, you don't fucking know. And they did find out once she was awake, she terrorized them all. But I was so excited, they were bringing her out, they unintubated, there's probably a word for that, taking the tube out, she's coming back, and I've been like reading books at her unconscious face, like, please come back, I love you so much. And so I was like so excited to talk to her again. I'm leaning over her. She's reaching towards my face in this hospital bed. And I lean in and she says to me, have you thought about nail pattern baldness? Yeah, I have, thanks, Mom. So, Clitzone, you know, it sounds like a classic Italian name, right? Traditional, but it's not. I'm actually half Chinese and half Jewish. So that's my Chinese mom reading me to filth immediately. So the interesting thing about being in the hospital, now that I am a dude, is they actually ask me to leave the room when she needs to use the bathroom. It's like, thank you, that is male privilege. I appreciate it so much. You know, she's like, no, I'm not modest, it's fine, I'm from the 60s. I'm like, that's cool, you can shit by yourself, I'll be in the hallway, love you, right? The unfortunate flip side of this, and I do mean flip side, you'll see why in a second. A year later, my dad was in hospice. Yeah, like, why am I gonna comfort you about it? But he was dying, he was 84, he had a good life. I love my dad a lot. You know, in like the least anti-Semitic way possible, he was kind of like an autistic goblin. And I can say it, but don't laugh because that makes you a problem. So, my dad, he was unconscious by the time I got to the hospital, but I put in AirPods so we could listen to the same playlist that I made for him. It was really nice, right? Tender moment, but no, it really was meaningful to me. But the thing I learned, the flip side I learned, is that they showed me his entire backside. They were flipping him over to prevent bed sores, which is great, but I just got a full view of the back of my dad, and I was like, it gets worse. Because like Chinese and Jewish does not add up to a lot of ass to start with. So I was like, that is my flat ass future. And then 30 seconds later, they were like, he's gone. So that's what I was thinking about when my dad died. But you know, the real tragedy is that Avril Lavigne's Take Me Away was playing when he died. So, being Chinese and Jewish, me and the eldest daughter originally, I had a lot of expectations put on me, right? I had to like do all these achievements. I went to law school for my mom. I was like pre-med and then I went to law school and I was like getting all the promotions you don't get. Call center agent to, you know, corporate management. And none of it made her happy. But the one promotion that really made her happy was apparently girl to boy. It turns out the only way you can make your Chinese mom happy is to turn into a man right in front of her face. Yeah. The funny thing to me is like transphobes on the internet are always like, I bet your parents are proud. It's like, I am half Chinese. I got rid of a girl child. They're fucking thrilled. All right. Thank you so much. I'm Kendoll Clitzone.